another video with Arduino. Today we're going to be working with the LCD or the liquid crystal display. We're not only going to be learning how to turn it on, but also how to display a message. So I really think you should follow what this message says. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So now let's dive right in. All right, so the first thing we're going to be looking at is the schematic. Make sure that you're able to find all of the right pieces. I know I had some trouble finding this one from my kit, but for the LCD, it should have these many pins. Nice liquid crystal display. This is the back. And just line it up with your wires. Don't worry, I will display a visual schematic for you to see. And then we also have our potentiometer, I believe. And this comes in 2 parts. So you should check that out from your kit. And then what you can do is twist this. So we're going to be going over all of that. I'm going to display the circuit diagram online, and then we'll take a quick walkthrough through it. So now let's hop on the computer and let's see the circuit diagram. Another quick note before we dive into the code. If you look at this, so we have our message here. Please like and subscribe. If you flip it up a little bit, you can see that there are actually boxes, right? And that there are letters in each of those boxes to display our message, right? So let's see, if you look at the, here, I think this is a pretty good view. If you look and try to count all the boxes, you'll end up seeing that there's 16 boxes, so that's important, and there's 2 rows of 16 boxes, which is going to be important later when we're creating our circuit and writing the code. And also, you should note here for the potentiometer, notice how it's faced sideways, and that these 3 pins are able to line up. So I think so this is a very important part. Make sure that it should be faced sideways. If your breadboard is like mine, face it sideways, and then line up these 3 pins with the respective wires that you're going to see in the diagram I will display on screen now. Alright, so here is the circuit diagram. You can see how it's a pretty nice schematic with everything laid out. These are our pins. Notice that there are 4 pins in the middle that are not connected to anything. This is the potentiometer. Although it's oriented this way, I would suggest orienting it the way that I displayed in the previous clip. Yeah, this is just the basis of using the LCD and creating the schematic for it. Okay, so now let's take a quick look at the code. If you've seen my previous videos, you know that like if you don't have a library, you know how to download it. But I'll just go through it in this video just to demonstrate it again. So important to have the # include. And what you want to do is search with liquid crystal, and it will show up, and then you could just install it, and then it basically allows the Arduino to communicate with the liquid crystal display module. As you see, it's already installed for me. And so now you initialize this library, and then once you get to this part, like we've been going over, these are initializing the variables. It's constant int, so it's an integer value. So each of these are being assigned the pins, the pin number that you saw for each of the wires. So now if you go here, we go to the actual display, you can see how each of these wires are connected to one of the numbers shown for the integer. So this is 1211 5432, 1211 5432. So basically this pin, so the third pin from the right, would be the variable, the one matching with 2, so this would be D7. And then what you basically are doing are making sure it's communication between the pins on the liquid crystal and the pins on the Arduino. So it recognizes these pins, and then you're going to use these as parameters to display and carry out the function. And then now if we go down here, liquid LCD.begin, the significance of the 16 and 2 is if you look at this display, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And if you scroll down, you can see that there's actually 2 rows. So there's 16, so it's a 16 by 2. And then, so the first thing obviously that we want to do is print a message, right? So the first thing, if we do lcd.print, it's going to start from 0, 0. And then it's going to say output the first part of your message. So please like, and then let's say, oh, I want to create something on the second line. It's important to note that the second line, it goes in order of 0, 1, 2, 3. Unlike 1, 2, 3, 4, it starts at 0 and then the next number would be 1. So in reality, the second row is actually referred to as 1. So once you set the cursor to 0, 1, you're starting at the beginning of the next line or the second row. So then you just print and subscribe. That's just the second part of the message. So you have a 2-part message, one at the front, one at the first row and one on the second row. And I'll display what it looks like right now with the first row and now with the second row. And so basically this is just very important. Just important to look at setting the cursor. Okay, so this is the code again when we're printing the message. Let's imagine a situation. What if we wanted to print this please like with an indent of 2? So you wanted the P to start at the 3rd character and then continue on with the message. How about on the second row if you wanted the A to start at the 4th character out of the 16? And something like this. Look on screen right now. So let's say that you wanted to start at the for so-and-so character. Well, if you look at this, please like, right? And you see the cursor. So you can already assume 0 is the character horizontally in that row, and 1 is the actual row number. So since there's only 2 rows, it can only go up to 1 because 0 is technically our 1, and then 1 is technically our 2. So the 0th row would be the first row. So we want to make sure that that's 0. And we said we want it to be the 3rd character. Wait, but it's important that we start with 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So now let's take a quick look at this. So we have our 16 over here, right? Let's say we wanted 1, 2, and then we wanted PLEAS E space LIKE. So where do we want P to start? We want P to start here. What number character is that? So that's 0, 1, 2. So we're basically saying, okay, let's start at the 2nd character. So now what it's saying is you want to start the character 0, 1, 2, start it here, and then just continue our message. Now let's apply that same logic to the second one. We know that we want to start on the second line, so this is referred to as 1, and we want it to start at this character, the 4th character. So 0, 1, 2, 3, we want to start here. So let's say 3rd right here. So now this is going to print PLEASE like, and then right here, and subscribe. So that's what it's going to look like, and that's how you can indent with the set cursor. So just one quick tip as well. So I was redoing it and I had a quick issue with all the wires. So after I followed the schematic, I put that over here. And for some reason, right here, you see that it's on. Whenever I if I attach the wire, the 5-volt wire, you will notice that the thing does not turn on, right? And if you were to feel this and touch it, it's actually very, very hot, right? So the solution that I came up with is instead of connecting this, you see the potentiometer, instead of connecting this to the positive railing, you just unplug it and it works well. So I'm not too sure about the issue, why that didn't work, but this could be a potential solution for you if you are facing the same thing that I'm facing. For example, when you plug video, in the next video, we're going to be talking about more complex things that we can do with the LCD, including this timer that I implemented. So that's going to be it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I think that you should really listen to the LCD, and please like and subscribe. And I bet you that you cannot like and subscribe when the timer reaches 20. So if you did, please let me know in the comments, and any suggestions or tips or anything you want to say in the comments, just let me know. And in the next video, I'm gonna show you how to implement this timer and the scrolling effect. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next video.